Hello there, good evening. This game, so the Labyrinth of Touhou games are, they're Touhou fan games, you know, there's a billion of them. They are dungeon crawler, turn-based RPGs, you know, really my cup of tea. I started playing this one around late summer of 2024. And I was like, oh, I love this game. I'm going to 100% this game. I'm going to do everything in it. And then at the, I want to say about the 95% marker, or maybe we'll call it 90% because of how long this was. Probably at about the 90% mark, I stumbled upon some of the most terrible content I have ever seen in an RPG. It's called the Infinity Corridor. It's an endless, it randomly generates endless floors. And every 10 floors is a boss. And these bosses loop every 640 floors. And one of the things you need to do for 100% is to beat the boss on floor 640. And then maybe 100 or so floors in, I was like, holy shit, this is so bad. There's no way I can do this. And I put this game on hold for almost a year and a half because I didn't want to do the corridor. And I was like, oh, you know, I'll finish it in time for Labyrinth of Touhou 3 to come out. And I guess Labyrinth of Touhou 3 coming out was the one thing that got me to actually finish this. I cheated a little bit for it by using Cheat Engine to turn the game speed up quadruple. So it wouldn't take as long and I could just like smash through. But it was still really terrible and took a good many hours. Anyways, hi. Yeah, the numbers go pretty crazy in this game, as you can see that I have characters who are over level 3000. And Yomu has 13 million HP. I guess with the, because like, originally this game only went to about 20 floors of dungeon. And then the creator released a plus disc, which added, like for the main game, the end game was here. With like little couple extra bits. And then you would maybe finish a little over level 100, I think. 150 maybe. And then the author released an expansion called the Plus Disc. This was like early 2010s. Maybe 2015. And he added 10 more floors on the top and 11 more on the bottom. Even gave this thing a basement. And as you got to the end of this plus disc content, numbers got pretty insane. I believe the super boss that I am about to fight is just short of level 3000. I want to say like 2800. But yeah, doing this whole corridor got me a little over that. That's why Yomu is like level 3200 and who else we got? Reimu, Kasa, and Mei Ling. I just kind of jammed a bunch of characters I liked into the party without too much thought into synergy. Anyways, I should say hi to everyone. Hello, Pumpkin Reaper. and hello Washa, and hello Symphonius, and hello Terathiel, and hello Unixbit, and hello Chillum Defoe. Welcome in. I usually don't stream today, but I have the day off because tomorrow is a holiday. A holiday I forget about a lot because it's relatively new and they made it up just to introduce another holiday. It's called Family Day. Okay. So I haven't fought this boss yet. I saved this boss for this stream, but you're going to get to see one floor of just how bad this fucking corridor is. So first we got this song, and these stupid flashing glowing eyes that I think start appearing once you pass 400. And they're annoying and disruptive. The map generates randomly in a very baffling way, where it can be really hard to figure out how to navigate to anything, because it just like randomly connects pathways. If you take more than 400 steps on a floor, it kicks you out of the dungeon. Hello, Manaxi. Welcome in. That's the amulet durability on the right, and also every step you take costs an amulet period. And you have to keep that up by getting pickups and fighting enemies. And you can get some really good items out of this, but I've already got to kind of get everything I need, so I think I spent about the last 300 floors just rushing stairs. You can see like every step, the amulet and amulet durability drops. And if that hits 0, it kicks you out. You can resume on the floor you were on, but having like long continuous streaks is important for... Well, they resist that. Let's do this. You resist everything. Having long continuous streaks is what you need to do to get a lot of items out of this. Weak to physical. This thing has a lot of health. There we go. EXP points, 7 million. It's going okay. I'm happy to have a day off work. There's the stairs. That was pretty quick. Sometimes finding them takes forever because you have to like walk around in like a spiral, or like you can see it. And then there's a bunch of dead end paths that look like it lead to it and actually don't. So I can't even get to it. There we go, okay. Then... What MP recovery? No. Okay, I don't know what this boss is. There's something creeping around here. Let's see. The Will of Gensokyo. Oh, it summoned a bunch of shit. I see. I haven't heard this song in a while. There's a part in it that sounds like someone has the hiccups. Can I just AoE them down? Does that work? Like everything Rumia does gets resisted. Let's swap her out for Spring Patchy. See, there's hiccups. I've invested very, 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 very heavily into Notori, so most of my combat strategy is put a bunch of buffs on Notori and do like a quadrillion damage. Like that. What is she doing? That looks like a pretty big weakness. I'm not sure if I should go for AoE or just try to like single target focus people down. Let's buff Patchy. Patchy does good damage. They can summon another one. You can't just keep making guys. Well, apparently Nazrin's weak to cold, so... I see. Okay, one left. But it's probably going to make more guys. I feel it's going to keep making guys over and over again. Invincible. Do you stop being invincible at some point? I'm just gonna buff more. Keeps making guys. This Super Scope 3D is Notori's strongest attack. It does stupid fucking damage. 626 million. It's still invincible. Okay, I'm just gonna keep passing until it, I guess, brings something out. So turns in this game are focused on ATB bars, as you can see under the boss there's 8596. You almost hit 5500. And when it reaches 10,000, you get a turn. However, the way this game processes ATB is like it has a tick system, and every tick you gain an amount to the bar based on your speed. As speed values get really high, this system kind of breaks, and excess speed becomes really useless. As you can see, like one tick put Patchouli over by 1400, and she's one of the slowest characters. And the bars just fill at like ludicrous speed. You see Notori went from 6,700 immediately to 13,000. It just wasn't ready to... I guess when they made the game, it wasn't ready to have like numbers this high. Are you weak to anything, Vermilia? Oh, she's weak to fire. Hey. Sanai doesn't do much damage, but she's mostly there to buff and heal. Oh, she's still alive. Flare. Get out of here. Notori's also not very good at regenerating MP. Like one of her downsides. Normal, resistance, weakness. Okay. Not cold weak, surprisingly. Nature weak, though. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna keep picking them off as they spawn in. Until this thing stops being invincible. It better not summon the entire damn cast at me. Because there's like 56 characters. Maybe too many. Oh, that almost one-shot him. I'm gonna keep trying to reach an MP on Notori in case I need more. Well, there he goes. Alright, who you got next? Maribel. What are you weak to? There it is. I don't know if I want to... There we go, she's almost down. Normal attack. There we go. I guess I should rebuff. How buffs work in this game is, every turn the buff strength goes down by about 20%. So like say next turn, Yomu's got all these plus 45s, they'd go down to 36. And then like 30 and so on and so on. Or 28, whatever, 29. Resistance, weakness, weakness. Look at this. Get out of here. Hello, Mr. Bobson. I'm finally finishing this game. Remember this game? It's been about a year and a half. Resist physical. The nature works, apparently. You like Notori? Is it because she has a hat? Can I hit this thing soon, please? Unmoving. It's no longer invincible. Alright, let's buff up. Okay, once it stops being invincible and summoning people, it doesn't have that much health. So, get out of here. Die. EXP points. 234,472,772. You like Aya? Aya's pretty cool. And I got $58 million. Sub-equipment Wolf Gensokyo. What is this? What is this? Everyone has largely the same equips. They have Machine God Lucifer because it gives all stats plus 666%. Quartz Charm is 20% damage dealt and minus 20% damage taken. And the Regalia adds a lot of affinities. I'm actually wondering if I can... If I have anything that gives like a bajillion physical affinity. Doesn't seem like it. I think I like Yomu the most because she has silver hair and cool swords. That's about all it takes. Okay, I want to see what this thing does. Who should I put it on? Maybe Rainbow. It does kind of sort of give a little of everything. But the stuff it gives isn't actually that useful. TP's not that important. It's got all stats plus 500%, but I have something that's better than that. I have 19 copies of something that's better than that. Hey, do you understand the whole thing about armpits? Armpits have never done it for me. Would I even give this to anyone? I'm kind of not seeing it. I could give it to Notori, I guess. Maybe not. Who chews through a lot of MP? It does have MP regen on it. I think the only one who really chews through MP ridiculously at this point is like Notori or Marissa. I'll give it to Marissa. She doesn't lose that much damage. Alright, I'm out of here. I am not doing 641. I'm not touching this place ever again. You know, I kind of don't need those at this point. I've got like 40 of them. Bye. Wonder how many levels I'm gonna get off of that 250 million EXP. Let's see. About 6 on everyone. That ain't bad. Might as well spend these. I was gonna put them all to damage. Not that these very small amounts of numbers are gonna help me much. I think I just have to go to 30F now. Okay. Is this open now? Oh, I can open that now. What's over here? I've never been over here. Everything here is like super weak compared to the rest of me now. All the random encounters here. The boss is not so much, but like... Okay, that brings me up here. Defeating all the strong entities on 29F will open up this passage. That's open. Yomu has AoE normal attack, so I just kind of press the button. Yeah, I'm like, the random encounters on this floor I've like super outscaled. When you first arrive here, you're probably about the high hundreds. You feel the power of the Dragon God. Perhaps defeating him at his full power will open up the passage. Okay, now I get them. We'll back out. You can just exit out at any time. Okay. So I gotta fight this guy first. These characters talk a lot, and so to briefly explain the plot, because you know it's been about 16 months. A big tree appeared, and we fought this sword at the top of it. Like, he was the original final boss. And then we took him with us. And now he's our friend. But he wants to fight us again, because, you know, you gotta fight everyone in this game. And I think the last time I streamed this, I actually wiped this guy. But he should be weak compared to me now. So the middle part is the main body. That's the part that has to die, but I'm pretty sure I have to take out the arms first. Because if you ding the main body while they're up, they counterattack you powerfully. Nothing weak to Mystic. Right side's weak to... left arm on the right side is weak to Dark. But that hits all, so it's going to provoke a counter. I should probably get Rumi out of here. Who has good single targets? Kassen does. $300 million. Well, the right arm's almost dead. Bye-bye. Okay, the counter is not that strong when only one is alive, but he brought his arm back already. So what the fuck? Speed down, it's not a big deal. Give everyone buffs. This is not a good idea. But the fucking right arm resists everything that I have. Except nature, but if I use a nature attack, it's gonna hit everything and he's gonna counter me. Maybe I can just tank the counter now. Let's see how much it does. About 2.2 million to Notori. If I can get an AoE heal into play, that's like survivable. Let's get Reimu in here. Resistance, normal, normal. One HP. I can heal that up, that's fine. Pew, 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 pew. 280 million. Okay, this is a big heal. An enormous heal, in fact. He keeps bringing them back. You can't just keep bringing them back. Let's heal again. That's the wrong arm. That only did 8 million. Only 8 million. Get out of here. Wait, where's... He shuffled my party. Oh, it's dead. I just have to kill the arm, I guess. I hope the arm can't bring back the main body. There we go. No EXP and no money. I like how it brought out the party I had before he shuffled me. Uses full power this time. Okay, how hard can it be? Even acorns and bees gave us a load of trouble. That is true. The first floor has like an acorn enemy that bonks you and reduces your ATB. It also hits really hard. So you do indeed get fucked up by an acorn. Okay, this takes me here. Well, Damakos, yeah, I'm at the very end. This is a shortcut, okay. That's good because every boss on this floor respawns when you leave the floor. So it's nice that it gave me a quick way to this guy without... No, it's not an FOE, it's just a regular mob. It's not like super threatening. It's not like, oh, you touch this thing, it's gonna run over you, but... They're tough to deal with until you get some stats going. Okay, I want to go back and like heal and stuff and get this. True Ame no Murakumo. How good is this? All stats plus 999%. I'm gonna give this to... I know the stat bonuses on these equips probably look really insane, and they kind of are, but all of this is additive with level up bonuses and library levels. It's just where you spend money to raise a stat. So it's like adding plus 999% when I already have like plus 8,000%. You know? I don't want to put all my eggs into one damage dealer for the last fight, just in case it's like really long. We'll give it to Kogasa. He's cute. Okay, I'm gonna save. Maybe spend some money. Can I raise anyone's stats? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, let's do this. Who do I want out at first? Because this was the front lineup I used when I was doing the corridor. Because I think Rumi has a thing that makes the encounter rate go up more slowly, but I probably don't want her out right away. Let's put Raisin. Raisin has good debuffs. Actually. I'm trying to remember what all my abilities do. It's not going to let me look at them here. Okay, one sec. Get me out of here. Okay, I think I want Raymond to just kind of like sit on the front line forever. I remember, okay. Yeah, Raymond just wants to sit on the front line forever. Because she has good heals and she gives a lot of boost just by like existing. So we're gonna go... I'm gonna stick here back here. I feel like with Notori... maybe I put her more in the back to start. Because she chews through her MP really quickly, and if this is a long fight... I probably want her to burst out all her damage by the end of it, not like right away, you know? Marissa, though, she can probably blow a Master Spark and then... Master Spark and then cycle into the back and get her MP back then for later. Because while characters are in the back line, they regen MP. Depending on their MP recovery rate stat. Some characters have more than others. As you can see, 4 is generally pretty good. 2 is not good. Kogasa has 8 for some reason, I don't remember why. Okay. Bright Flash. Oh, big dragon, look at the size of him. We fought a weaker form of this guy a few floors ago, and he just kind of fell over real easily. Alright, ready to scream like a little girl after losing to a bunch of mere maidens. Oh, okay. Not as much preamble as the other one. I'm just gonna start buffing up and then I'm just gonna Master Spark him in the face, I think. I'm not sure what I should be doing with Reimu. She's not a good attacker. Defensive buffs do nothing at this stage in the game because defense and mind mean nothing as stats. And that costs a lot of MP to attack with. I'm just gonna yin yang rub him, see how much damage it does. 13 million, that's basically a tickle. Alright, get Master Sparked. 405 million and now he's red. Dragon Wrath. I see. I can heal that. I need to get Marissa out of here now that she's blown her load. You leave. Bring Kogasa. Is the music ever going to start? It keeps playing the start of the Amino Murakuma boss fight theme, but then it just kind of like peters out and starts over. Is there music? Is it going to happen? Concentrate. Apparently he's weak to this now. Okay. Well, that only did like 48 million. Yeah, I'm not pressing that again. Oh, now he's blue. Dragon Blink. He's doing AoEs. Those don't hurt that. Those don't hurt too badly though. And he's weak to dark now. Okay. You know what I mean. Oh, now he's back to normal. I'm guessing that this is like a phase change or something. Probably not weak to anything now. Border. Concentrate. When Yomu does concentrate, it makes her next attack do more damage. It also costs some of her HP, but her damage also goes up as her HP drops. Back to red. Is he gonna 7 million? Damn. She just fell over. Maybe Mailing is better at taking hits. I don't really need to heal. I can have Racing do some debuffing. Oh my god. Okay, she survived somehow. I need to get him out of, like, red phase as soon as possible. What's he at? 5,000? Do I have time to cycle in an attacker and cycle them out? If someone dies, I pretty much want it to be Mailing. But if I could avoid someone dying altogether, I'd rather do that. Let's heal her. He seems to always attack the left row with that attack, so... $10 million. She's surviving. He's tanking it. She's like hanging on with an endure effect. Okay, he's phase changing again. I definitely don't want him to be in red form. Whirlwind is way easier to deal with because it doesn't just blow up someone. Yeah, I think he only has red and blue, because he's just been swapping between these. He's actually almost dead. And like, if he whirlwinds, I can just press Exercising Border to heal it. Turn to normal. Ice Breath. I'll let someone else kill him. Dragon God's soul is split into two. Oh, now he's red form and blue form. I see. Let's get Mailing back in here. And I'm gonna... I guess I should try to focus down the red one as quick as possible. Although I think if they both attack together, Mailing will not survive. None of them are weak to Spirit. The right one isn't weak to any of Fire, Cold, Wind, or Nature, but the left one is. The left one's Nature weak, I know that. I actually managed to reduce the left one's ATB by hitting it with a shock effect. Nothing weak to cold. The right one's actually resists it. I think the red one might be debuff immune. It kind of feels like it is. But I can land statuses on it. I'm noticing. By Mailing. Okay, who goes next? This is somewhat of an issue. I can paralyze it. Interesting. Okay, it's dead. And I'm guessing the right one is vulnerable to debuffs, but can't be statused. It's almost dead, though. Get out of here. Gathering all the original power of this world. Oh, we have a final form? Full power dragon god, true. It's weak to wind. It is super resistant to spirit. It's weak to nature, it's resistant to dark. It's weak to cold. So I'm guessing it's weak to... It's got to be weak to fire, cold, wind, nature, and then resists dark, spirit, mystic, physical. No, it's physical's normal. Physical's normal. I know what I'm doing. You swap for Sinai. I'm gonna let him attack before I try to get Notori in here, just in case he does truck damage. Soul is trembling. But he's already back to full ATB. Spirit Burning Hellfire. That did a lot of damage. Alright, it's time to pew 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 pew. Trembling. I'm guessing he's going to keep charging and using that. If that's all he does, then I'm pretty sure I can finish this without too much trouble. 290 million. Speak to Royal Flare. 77 million. Oh, he does it twice now. That's a little scary, actually. I'm gonna get racing in here. I'm guessing this is a DPS race at the end. Yeah, he keeps, like, charging up this huge AoE attack. I hope this isn't, like, fatal on this go around. I think I want Marissa to debuff him again. No, Marissa, racing. Marissa died. I didn't get to do another Master Spark. I don't think I can survive another one of those. He's almost dead. Go Patchy! That got a little dicey at the end with that final form. It took me a bit to realize that was supposed to be a DPS race. But I'm glad I saved Notori, because I think if I hadn't done that, I would have lost. Her Super Scope 3D is like my biggest single target damage by a lot. We beat him. Oh my god, Rainbow. Really? Spill bitter tears of defeat. Your personalities leave much to be desired. Incredible. You didn't know already. Would you prefer to overthrow my position instead? I think everyone's too lazy to do that. Oh, he's taken off. One more thing. Eek. Is that him screaming like a girl? I guess it is. Well, he was just having a good time. He wasn't serious. He just wants to have a good fight. Bye bye, Mr. Dragon God. They gave a lot of these characters enormous boobs in this art. You know what I forgot to do? So every purple tile with a question with an exclamation mark is a boss. You might notice that the left and right sides have a lot of them. And there is stuff behind the rocks, like... Where's my drawer? Easier if I get my drawer. So... These are all Touhou character refights. Every single one of these, and every single one of these. In here, and in here. They respawn when you leave the floor, and these rocks go away when you kill enough of them, and there's stuff behind them. However, I don't think I can need or use any of that stuff at this point, because I kinda have multiple copies of all of the best equips. I'm actually only missing one equip period, and that's this thing, which I'm pretty sure I'm going to get when I go back to town. Also, a lot of these like equip names are just like references to other stuff. Like Bracer of Power is a Pokemon equip reference. Monoflower is a Terraria reference. Etc., etc. Okay. So now I can go, oh, this fucker's back. Yeah, I forgot everything respawns when you leave the floor. I can just go this way. I don't have to go that way. I want to see what is behind all this, because there was a rock I could not move until I beat the Dragon God. I'm just going to run away. So I remove this, go here, go down here. Well, I can use this point as a starting point now. Metal Kadama. Did I ever fight one of those? Well, it's dead now. Apparently it gives 6.6 million experience. What is this? As the Pillar of Light is touched, a fierce aura can be felt all around. Something fearsome may have happened. Enhanced versions of bosses may now be challenged. 29 of bosses: Hollow Yamato no Orochi, Epiphany Amino Murakumo, Full Power Dragon God. Their drops may be traded for 7-star remnants. The heck? I didn't know about this. When I can turn them back to their original power. Defeat these bosses to power up your... What powering up is there left to do? I have all the best equips. The only thing I can do is gain more levels. Dragon God's power source. What is that at number 9? $240 different sub-equipments. Didn't I just get that? Yes, I did. I think it's funny that awards a Veteran's Tome Vitality because, like, you have to do literally everything to get 240 sub-equips. Because that's how many there are in the game, and Dragon God's power source is the last one. I think I'm done then. All stats plus 600, all affinities plus $100, distances plus 50. That's pretty fucking good. Not as many raw stats as the Machine God Lucifer, but affinities are like your damage resistance in this game, for the late game. Like, as you get farther and farther in, defense and mind, which are just defense and magic defense respectively, become less and less important. Because they're just a flat reduction, and affinities are a percent reduction. So they mean a lot more. Notori has a passive that makes her double the effect of all equipped equips. So even as just raw stat increases fall behind due to getting really diluted. Affinity boosts are really strong on her because they make her super tanky. I'll put that on. I guess I'm already done. I got what I wanted. I got every achievement. These are all filled out. I got every plus achievement. That was quicker than I thought it would be. I thought this would maybe take me close to 3 hours. I don't want to stream very late, but I could do something else for a bit. I don't want to start a new game just yet. I want to, like... What was my plans for stuff to do? Hang on. Where's my schedule? Yeah, I don't want to start a new game until I finish one of the other 4 I'm playing now. Terraria, Pokemon, Sheeran, Castlevania. Terraria test? Oh, I already tested. It's working. I did that this morning. I turned the music off in game and played around the sound effects, and they were showing up in OBS, so that works now. I could do a little bit of Sheeran. Just a little bit of Sheeran. Okay, I'm gonna fire up some Sheeran. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go save first. I can just check my audio bars in OBS. And like sound effects were showing up in there now. I'm not even sure what I did that fixed it. 420 hours. $27,000 battles. I want to screen you both of those. Alright. One moment. I'm going to quickly switch games. We'll do Sheeran for like an hour or 2.